Welcome to my channel. If you like what you see, consider subscribing. I plan on doing a video once or twice a month teaching my boys just normal stuff that I think homeowners should know. Just maybe stuff in the house or even stuff on a car or just anything like that. So this is something new that I'm doing on my channel, so just consider subscribing. And if you are a new subscriber, please leave me a comment so I can thank you for subscribing to my channel. All right, today we are going to be talking about stud finders. I got a couple different stud finders here like this, and I have this stud finder, and then there's maybe two other ways without stud finders that I'm going to show you how to find a stud in a wall. All right, first I want to talk about how most walls are laid out. At least 95% of them are laid out. They are laid out 16 inches on center. That means most tape measures are going to have, it's going to be marked out. Let me show you. Like, so I go from here to right here where this red mark is, that's 16 inches on center. If you go out a little further, there's going to be another one, 32, and it's marked red. Most tape measures are marked like that. So a wall outlet on the wall, there's going to be a stud. Most of the time there's going to be a stud on one side or the other, like this side or this side. So that's another way to find a stud. So if you find that stud, you could go normally, not always, but you could just measure over from, if you find that stud, the center of that stud, 16 inches. Now there's probably another stud right about here, which I know there is because I have another magnet sticking on a screw. One of your magnets. And this is what the stud is going to look like in your wall. It'll be inside your wall here. I'll take you inside this wall and show you. But now this is considered a 2x4. Well, how wide is it this way, Patrick?
1.5.
What?
1.5.
1.5 inches. All right, and how wide is it this way, even though they say it's a 2x4?
3.5.
3.5, right. So we got 2x4s in the wall, like there's one right here. All right, so now we know most walls are laid out 16 inches on center, and you have a stud right next to your outlet most of the time, unless somebody put a outlet in later on after the house was already built. All right, so now let's talk about these stud finders. These two stud finders are real similar. I'll let my boys try them out. This is how I like to find a stud.
Isn't this one like a little off?
Yeah, that one seems like it's not as accurate as this one. I'm going to put this one down in the description in case you want to buy this or check out the comments people say about it. But you're going to put this stud finder against the wall. This is what some people may do wrong when they have a stud finder. For one thing, you can't push this button in and then put it against the wall. It's going to screw you all up. Look, it's not even, you can't do that. So you got to put it against the wall, push the button, then that calibrates it.
And then you gotta,
then here, hold that.
You gotta keep your hand in the same
you
place.
can't be putting your hand next to it because that'll goof it up too. It'll goof that one up too, right? So like some people would be maybe trying to do this, calibrate it, and they might put their pencil there. Well, you can't do that. You gotta wait till you find the edge of the stud. These ones will find the edge. Some will find the center, but so I calibrate it. Then I like to just slide this slowly.
You can get to the center by finding both the edges.
And I kind of go back and forth like this.
Yep.
Okay, there's an edge. I mark it. Hopefully this erases. And then I'll go to the other side. Calibrate it. And I slide it this way. And
Guess who's hungry?
then I mark that. Now I have 2 marks. Okay. Now, this is another thing I like to do. Okay, I got 2 marks. Now what would I do, Patrick?
You measure it and find the middle.
I would measure that. So if I measure that, my marks ended up coming out to about 1 3/4 inches, which is a little wider than that, because sometimes these things are not exactly 100%, but I know there's a stud there. So just go right in between these 2 studs, or these 2 marks, and you're gonna be really close to the center of your stud. Maybe Dad goofed up. Well, you gotta watch because there's probably studs right here. I should explain that.
Almost. It says it's getting closer.
That looks pretty good. Try that one. Try this side. See if
So that looks like, I don't know. Here, I'll go up here.
Yeah, that's ringing. I don't know. Maybe the stud's a little wider. Who knows? Yeah, if you have some old school studs from back in the day, they'll actually will be 2 inches by 4 inches. Yep, he's going in the closet to check it out. I'll take you in the closet here and show you that we have a stud here and a stud here. All right, so now we know how to use this stud finder. And here, this one's the same way, so I'm really not going to show you that one. It's just a little simpler. Here's another thing too that may goofy. These are a couple things that could goof you up before we keep going, and I forget to tell you this. If you have an old house, say built in the 1940s or older, you might have lath in your wall like this. See, my boys don't know this because they don't live in a real old house. Hold that there. But this wood could be behind the wall. Your wall might look like this, but this stuff might be behind it. So that may goof up your stud finder. So put down in the comments if you know when they quit using lath behind the walls, because I really don't know. We're guessing somewhere in the 1940s. Or you can have a little stud finder like this one. Remember talking about this, Patrick? What's in here? Really strong magnets right here. So the only thing with this one is it's a lot harder to find the stud because you got to find
Where the magnet's at.
you got to find where the screw's at.
Screw.
Where was it?
Oh,
You went too far.
Oh, I'm right in line with this.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one. And there was one up
One
here.
up here. Around here, maybe.
There it is.
see, it's really hard.
One thing I like about this one, this is my buddy's stud finder, is it has a little level inside of it. So you find that screw and you level that bubble off. Here, I'll show you. You level that bubble off in there. Like that. And then you can have a string tied on it. See that, Spence? You could have a string tied on that. This is kind of neat.
Is that your string?
Yeah.
Or is that his?
That's my string. You get that level, you have a string. Now that's going to show you the center of that stud all the way down. So that's kind of nice. I guess you could maybe use one of the stud finders I have, and then when you find the stud, you could easily just run up it till you hit a screw. And then do like that. That's nicer. All right, so now we got that stud finder. We talked about finding a stud that's next to the outlet, right, Spence? I don't think I ever taught you that. Then, so what's that? How many ways is that? That's 3. There's a 4th way you could find a stud.
This one's on the right.
Tapping. Yep, you're right. Tapping. So if we're look, this way, I've never had real good luck, but tapping. Listen up.
Tap louder.
You can hear the different sound.
That's
I almost think this wall works better because there's no drywall on the other side of this wall.
Wait.
So I know there's a stud there. Try this one. You definitely, but the thing is I've done this before and I've put screws or nails in and went right next to the stud. Pain in the butt. But I mean, it kind of works. I guess you could. It's going to be hard to go over here because that's another thing we got to talk to. At the end of a wall, sometimes you have a board that goes from here to here 16 inches. And then here I might have 2 or 3 2x4s right here at the end. So that could goof up your stud finder.
Because before, you probably went like this.
Yeah.
And it got quiet, so you just put it there.
Here's also another thing to think about, Spence. I didn't talk about this the other day when we were talking about these. If I take this thing, what do you think happens if I go like this and calibrate it? Ooh, look, it's calibrated.
Wait, and then move it, and then move it back. See, it does that.
You're like, you'll be trying to find your stud. You're like, what in the world is wrong? So then you go do it again.
It's because you're on the stud the
Yep.
first time.
It's because I'm calibrating my stud finder right on the stud. So if,
You told me about that.
yep. Oh, did I tell you about that?
Yeah.
So if you do that, it could goof you up. So so if that starts doing that, just move it over, calibrate it at a different spot, and then try. There you go. All right. Now, let's go in the wall and we'll look at these two studs. Not me, not looking at me. Mom looks at me a lot.
All right.
See, boys, look, come here.
Cringe.
All right, I come in the closet, and this is one of the studs we were finding. And then right over, there's another stud right here that I found. And now see what I said at the end of a wall, sometimes you might have a couple studs. See the end of this wall, I have two studs right here, so that may goof you up. Then down here, I moved all the stuff out of the way. This is where that outlet box was. See what I mean? So if you find an outlet right next to it, 95% of the time is a stud. Just like that. All right, thanks a lot for watching our video. Please leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you learned anything. Even if you already thought you knew everything there was to know about a stud finder, comment down below. Let me know if you learned something new. Give me a thumbs up. And like I said, consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Subscribe to Flo_Pat.
And my little guy Patrick would like you to subscribe to his channel. What is it again?
Flo_Pat.
Flo_Pat. What does that mean?
I don't know.
He has no clue what that means. Yesterday you told me that meant I'm awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you are awesome.